his definition of virtue signaling, especially after he called a rescuer a pedo and his stupid idea was shot. Oh yeah, I mean he is literally a fucking man child. Like the TOS is going to revolve around like who hurt his fifis, who hurt his feelings. Like he's already like just he like came out with new Twitter TOS saying that you can make parody accounts, but they have to be registered. They have to be like, you have to openly state that they're parody accounts, and you have to claim that, say that the parody counts. Comedy is alive on Twitter. You can have free speech, and then he's just started like banning every single Elon Musk parody account that was like making fun of him. He literally spent $44 billion just to be able to like have like control and try and be that guy. That being said, watch Moist Critical's take. Watch Moist Critical's take on the downfall and destruction of Twitter going on right now. 44 billion just to ruin our days. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this is the most capitalistic thing, though. That's the most capitalistic thing you could possibly do.
I couldn't have been more wrong. When Elon...
I mean, I do agree with that. Like, the best thing we could do as users is just either find a different platform or just not pay the fucking $8. But the like already fear-mongering campaign of like people saying, "Oh, well, I'm gonna get shadow banned with my 18 followers on Twitter. I need to pay the $8 just so I can be seen as a content creator." Is already just like it's basically like scab shit. Like it is basically already breaking the lines. If no one of note pays for that stupid $8 a month thing, it's gonna fail. It's not gonna matter. It still doesn't matter regardless. But yeah, as long as the vast majority of people don't pay, like vast majority of Twitter users don't pay for the $8 verification thing, it's not gonna change anything.
Musk, I couldn't have been more wrong. When Elon Musk took over Twitter, I was convinced there really wasn't a lot he could do to make it worse. And he has absolutely slapped me around here and spit in my face, letting me know that no, it always could get worse. I already made a video talking about his $8 a month for the check mark on Twitter, his verification, his pay-to-win opinion scheme where you can pay $8 a month to have your check mark and you get priority in the search and replies and all that. I already talked about that at length. The main takeaway there is I just find that to be really embarrassing. To publicly display that you pay for a service like Twitter is more shameful than letting people know that you pay for furry porn. So I just thought that would be a little Boy Scout badge people would always point and laugh at you
like,
for.
Yeah, it is. People complain about like, especially the gamer, like especially content creators and stuff will complain about pay to win, pay to play, all that kind of stuff. But then, immediately like try and fork up $8 because like, oh well, I have to do it though. I have to do it, or I'll get shadow banned. They won't see me.
Which is just a fat L.
To get half as many ads to still have your like personal information sold off to advertisers. Like you're paying him $8 a month to still get ads and still have your personal information sold off. It's wild.
For free, as it's always been. You're basically shadow banned. At least, that's how it sounds coming from his mouth. Your replies aren't really going to be seen. He says verbatim, you'll have to scroll far to see unverified users, which sounds like going forward, you'll need to cough up $8 a month in order to have a voice. To anyone with their brain even remotely functioning properly, you'll recognize this is the exact opposite of free speech, which he claims to champion for the platform.
I mean, yeah, he's making you pay for free speech.
All Elon Musk meat writers to hop off his cock for just a few seconds here. Put away your little sausage fingers before writing your comment about how upset you are that I insulted your savior, and just listen. Just join me on a magic school bus ride through this absolutely terrible idea and why this is such a fucking outrageous program.
So how do you prevent the use of the N-word? We should be able to figure out with software how to moderate this and prevent that from happening. Is that true or not?
What I'm trying to achieve with this sort of...
And to note, the question that the like moderator or whoever the fuck interviewer asked him was about like not seeing, like, how are you going to stop people from being anti-Semitic? How are you going to stop people from being like racist and saying the N-word and stuff on Twitter if you like promote all of this like free speech? Like, what rules are you going to have? And this was his response to it, was that, oh, we're just going to make them pay $8 so they have to say it, and that's going to stop them.
Enabling everyone to be
like he doesn't give a shit.
With Twitter, believe
Like
it.
whenever someone says like I'm for free speech, it's literally I'm for like getting away with as much as possible of like saying racist hate speech, like homophobic shit.
These are people who
Like
pay more
what can I get away with saying?
Elon was asked his strategy for combating hate speech, racism, anti-Semitism, all that, and he brought up the payment subscription plan as a way of fighting against it. But I wanted to highlight this part here where he compares the price of a Starbucks latte to the subscription plan, because he loves this one. This is for some reason like his smoking gun. He's already posted this dank meme about it, so this is
This is like the most fucking Republican meme too. It's so fucking lame. Like they do this every fucking year. Like anytime people complain about like price hikes or different things, cost of living in general, groceries being increased, gas being increased, they're like, that's just one less frappe mochaccino at Starbucks. You just can't get your Starbucks to stop the day. Oh no, your avocado toast. It's just so fucking lame. Like they have this argument every fucking time. They cannot come up with new material.
Anime signature
This is
finishing
like early
move. This is
2000s shit.
Kamehameha. He
Get
really
new
thinks this is just a
material!
checkmate, like, so you'll pay $8 for a Starbucks latte and it only lasts you 30 minutes, but you'll cry about $8 a month for Twitter and it lasts you 30 days. Curious. So you'll pay $8 for a drink and it only lasts you a couple of minutes, but you're gonna go ahead and whine and throw a temper tantrum for the same price for having a voice on a shithole platform? Very interesting. I'm not a Starbucks enjoyer. I don't like Starbucks. I don't go there. Maybe the drinks are overpriced. Couldn't tell you. But that's neither here nor there. This is just like a gotcha moment that a child would think is clever. Like, Mom, Dad, why won't you buy me the new Call of Duty game? We spend more on groceries every week, and this is just a one-time purchase. And some of those groceries are so yucky, like broccoli and shit. We're paying more for that than Call of Duty, so just give me Call of Duty.
Bidding.
Or back in the day when streaming services first started popping off, streaming service to nutbutt.com is only $6 a month. That's less than a single meal from Burger King. It's just so silly. You're comparing things that aren't even comparable. You're comparing food to a checkmark on Twitter. Like, it's just, it's so dumb. I also see a lot of people bastardizing what free speech means in order to fit their own personal image of Elon Musk as the Messiah. People are saying this is just how it's supposed to be. Twitter's like this big public bulletin board where anyone can go up and post something on it, but now you can pay to post something bigger on it on top of those. And I guess you're not, like, wrong, but why is that something that's good? In fact, this is the exact thing people were upset about before Elon's takeover, talking about silencing their voice where more powerful, more wealthy outlets were overshadowing their side of things and their opinions. And now it's just like a blatant system that celebrates that fact. And for some reason, because it's Elon, they're like, oh no, this is good now.
Part of it's revenue, part of it is payment authentication. And so if somebody...
there are not harder dick riders in this world than Elon Musk stands, I swear to God. I mean, it is true. Like, he is literally silencing free speech or making you pay for free speech, but if he's doing it, it's okay. If he's doing it, it's alright. Because that's our team. He's silencing the things that I don't want to see. And amplifying my own hate speech rhetoric and things I like.
The benefits of the checkmark going forward, which is priority in these places. But what wasn't clear is not only are they getting priority, but the people that don't pay for it are getting fundamentally shadow banned. And he's going to go a little further on that in just a moment here, but I just wanted to point out that's not new. He made this clear that by paying for it, you are going to have the benefit of being, you know, the superstar of every single post you ever make, I suppose. People will see that you pay $8 a month for Twitter, they'll give you a thumbs up and start throwing roses and blowing kisses your way for such a great financial decision.
People who have the checkmark are going to be like the new NFT bros. They're just going to get so fucking bullied. It's unreal. I feel bad for like the ones who like do it out of sheer desperation and fear. But holy shit, they're going to absolutely get bullied and wrecked.
Over time, that the verified users will pretty much always be at the top of comments and search, and you won't really see, you'll have to scroll far to see the unverified users, which will be the bots and trolls and whatnot.
So if something we don't want to see, it gets pushed way down.
Yeah, just the basic...
I promise you, if this was announced before Elon Musk's takeover, there would be nobody defending it. But the fact that Elon Musk
I
has
just need
people that
a
would throw
few more
themselves
dollars
in
that I
front
can
of a
do the next
fucking
big
moving
thing.
train.
Yes, you're right. Yes, give your little dollars to this cat deity so I can become the next big thing. Absolutely. I just need a few more bucks, chat. Just a little few more bucks. Just a $5 subscription here, $4.99 a month subscription here and there. I'll become the next big thing. I swear, I'll pay it all back.
And if it meant saving Elon's reputation, they're
Subscribe
doing the
now
most
to your new favorite
incredible
Catboy
mental
deity,
gymnastics
and you
to
get the
try
right
spin this as a
to
positive
chat
thing, which it's
and
not.
send funny
This
memes.
goes against free speech. Plain and simple. It absolutely does. If you don't pay, you don't have a voice. It's as simple as that. What he's describing here, where you just get pushed to the bottom and you really won't be seen, that's called shadow banning, and it's something everybody hates because it's just downright wrong. It's fucking evil. And
Quote unquote shadow banning and getting pushed to the bottom of unverified users is if you were like to comment on a post which has like or thousands of comments and likes and retweets and shares and quotes and shit like that. Like it doesn't ruin the fucking VTuber community. You still see your VTubers posts that you follow, stuff like that. This is only for like the people that are, to my understanding, and so what I've seen so far, this is being Monday, the changes already rolled out. This is only affecting like those already like super large.
he's celebrating
like on a
if
global
you're not paying me,
trending
if you don't
scale.
have that check mark, you're not going to be seen. That's not a flex. That's not something people will wiggle their finger about
Regardless,
and smile
super
on their
fucked
face.
up. It's
That is
super
a
dumb. It's super
Wumbo-sized
bad.
box of
It's an
ass
awful
right there.
idea.
What
It's
a
going to
load of
absolutely
shit.
tank the fucking
it's
website.
So dumb. And another fundamental misunderstanding Elon Musk can't wrap his brain around.
Like,
is
he
the
doesn't
fact
understand
that
how
there are
the
people that
website
aren't
actually
bots,
works.
Aren't trolls that won't pay $8 a month. He says you won't see from these unverified users, that's the bots and the trolls. So in his mind, the only unverified users are bots and trolls. He can't comprehend that there's going to be real people with real voices that either can't afford $8 a month or just don't want to pay $8 a month.
Because he does not
But he still just
care. He
throws
does
them
not
down,
care
just like,
about
"Oh,
those
no, they're
people.
beneath us. Those are bots and
Like
trolls.
they
Those
literally
unverified
don't
users,
exist
not
to
real
him.
people."
He is a fucking like capitalistic,
You'll have to
quote
scroll far
unquote
to see
billionaire,
unverified,
like, and overall just like marketing idiot.
When this was initially announced, I thought this would just be like what verification used to mean, like just confirming there's a real person behind the keyboard, but it's not that anymore. It's confirming it's a real person behind the keyboard, and now it's the only way to have a voice. You can't be a free user anymore, at least not one that gets seen. So if you're posting Twitter to like talk to friends or engage in conversation with people that you like, and you're a free user, there's a good chance they won't see it because it'll get drowned out by the verified users. So fundamentally, you just get pushed out of your own circles by the priority of the verified accounts. When he announced this, he tried to portray it as like power to the people, but all it is power to the people that pay. So it's even more so.
It's just creating It's just creating a class divide again, even worse so than what there already was on Twitter, between the haves and the have-nots. The people that the average like working people, average working like college age kid, that like has to pay for rent, has to pay their bills, doesn't have much money like left over. It's not going to spend $8 a month and budget for $8 a month for a fucking check mark on social media. Like, it's dumb. It's absolutely dumb.
Only benefiting the people that are wealthy enough to afford an $8 subscription to an absolute fucking hemorrhoid like Twitter, and just completely slaps everyone who can't afford that or won't pay for it. I also don't necessarily seeing it being effective at stopping scams, spam, or hate speech.
Oh, absolutely
because
not. Yeah,
he
that's the other
mentions-
thing. Is this also doesn't even I forgot at that point. This also doesn't even stop the bots or unverified accounts or like scammers and stuff or trolls and stuff. Like they can literally just pay $8 to have a check mark, and there's no other verification process. There's not going to be like hunting down their paper trail of like payment activity for it. Like, and if anything, it only like will create a resurgence and make them stronger.
People will pay for it.
Because people
and
will
we'll
think
disband
like,
them.
oh, well, they're
It's
a verified
significantly
user.
cheaper
That means
now
they're
to
a real
pay
person,
$8
right?
a month for a check mark than it was for scammers and all of that prior. It was like 15 grand if you bought like a hacked verified account to promote your scam. Expensive. So all of those scammers that were verified and scamming are now able to do it for, and probably more often because it's
I didn't
such
even know
a
about the like
lower price point for
$15K
them
like
now.
buying
So I
a
don't
hacked
see it even
verified
stopping
account
that.
stuff.
But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
That was like new news that came out. That's been happening like in the shadows, in the dark side of Twitter.
At least not in any meaningful way with your current circles or making posts. They just won't get seen because all the verified accounts are going to be above you everywhere, not just in the comments but also in the search. So I don't know how people are even going to find.
Yeah, now they spend $8. They spend $8 for the 30 days, and it's just directly pipelined to you now.
I really wouldn't mind if Twitter shut down just in general. I think it would be a net positive to the whole fucking world if that.
We're going to MySpace, boys. We're packing it up. I'm remaking my MySpace profile. I'm writing the code right now, putting in my favorite red jumpsuit apparatus, My Chemical Romance songs in my profile. Get the nice little sparklies going. We're going back to MySpace. Who wants to be in my top 8? Let's fucking go.
It is legitimately against free speech, no matter what happens. It is just a fucked up idea. So that's about it. So yeah,
it was a good video. It was a solid video. I need to watch more Penguinz0 stuff. I need to watch more Moist Critical stuff. He always has good takes. Always has really good takes and covers a lot of good shit.